this isn't comfy. Oh, this would be such a good sunset spot if this roof wasn't absolute garbage. Not a bad spot though. YouTube, what is happening? So I've tried to create this photo vlog a couple of times now, and I either get caught up in doing all the video, not getting the shot, or get caught up in the photos and not getting the video content. There's a fine balance. Actually, even one time I was trying to do a drone based one and my phone lost connection and I started freaking out and we kind of cut the video there. Just always get that extra shot. Ah, fuck.
What?
My phone just died. So there's been a few obstacles in the way. So what the photo vlog is going to be about is basically just capturing and documenting the process and the story about how I take certain images. Now it can be just random trips, it can be special seasonal events like the Milky Way or the lunar moon, red moon, super moon, whatever. I think there's a good bit of fun to be had if we just get over this and get the first couple of videos out. So the focus of this video is trying to capture the moon above the Bolt Bridge. But my friend Andy told me there's like a reverse sunset which happens. So you get the full moon and then the sun comes up behind it, illuminating the moon like very well. And it's also the time of the year where it's going to be positioned perfectly above the Bolt Bridge. Now, this creates a perfect photo opportunity for us to capture a giant supermoon above the Bolt Bridge, or that's the plan at least. First things first, we need to actually have the gear to shoot it. So I only have the 70-200, which is typically perfect for shooting most things, but I think we're gonna need something a little more specialised for this. So I've reached out to my friend Jo and she's let me borrow her 150-600mm Sigma lens. One downside to it, it is a Canon mount, so I'll need to use my adapter from my old series of lenses. But I think that coupled with the Sony A-R3 is gonna make for some tasty photos, I think. So the forecast for the day, which is gonna be Sunday, is looking good. This is just the basic stuff, but it's looking good. So this is the shot that we're actually trying to get. So Bolt Bridge here, I don't know if you can see this, and then the moon above it. I don't know, I think it should be pretty cool to try and photograph it, and it could fail for all intents and purposes. But the main focus is obviously the photo, but it's just trying to document it well. I think I'm going to get like another tripod just so I can piece it together. I've got an idea how it should look, what it should look like.
Good morning, guys. Alright guys, it's just after 5. I ended up crashing in a hotel Saturday night just so I can be in the city super early. Don't know if you can see behind me, full moon. We have clear skies, or relatively clear skies. Just need to pack up and go.
What do you think about moving?
We don't know what we're doing.
Now when I rock up to the spot, the boys were like deliberating, like where do we move spot? Do we try and find a better location? And in my experience, when you start trying to do that, especially when you're on a very tight time scale, you don't end up with the best shots and you miss what could have been a pretty cool location. Now when I got there, I ran into a couple of different issues. The first main issue I had was like the weight of the lens. You'd stick it on the tripod and you'd lock it in as tight as you could, and then it would start drifting over. I was really struggling to like lock focus, and I was just rushing around thinking I was actually going to miss it. I was really struggling to dial in. So I popped it on burst mode and just went for the high heavens. I don't know if it really shows here, but it's I was getting fairly annoyed at having this stupid, ridiculous lens. I think even at some point I tried to do handheld in a fairly low light condition with a 42 megapixel sensor camera, which is not ideal. And filled up an entire 128 gigabyte memory card in a very short amount of time. It was even more frustrating because every time I looked across to Justin, Alex, and and they seemed to be getting along just fine, and I was just like, why did I bring this lens? I did not want this lens at this precise moment in time. And finally the moon started to come into place just as the sun rose behind us. And then all of a sudden, like this kind of perfect shot lined up. Everything was in focus, everything was good. I just snapped the photo. We could breathe. Now, so at this point we've got all the shots we wanted of the moon and Boley Bridge together. As the moon started to fade away, we were so focused on the Boley Bridge and then trying to get our shots here. All of us turned around in this one moment, and then the sky was kind of this beautiful golden colour, and then the hot air balloons started to pass all over the city. Now you can see my excitement here because the light is at the perfect time. We've got this epic hot air balloons. I've got 150 to 600mm lens. Now, I threw it on the fastest shutter speed I can. I think it was like 1/2000. It was at f6.3 at 600, and I just started snapping. The autofocus wasn't playing in just right, but I got some insane shots. Now check this out. Check this out. So this is a wide shot. This is at 24mm. This is at 70mm. Yeah, fairly close. 150. And then this is at 600mm. So when you like just zoom in to like 100% in Lightroom, you can see the outlines of people. I thought it was just insane. Like, you can see the detail of the hot air balloon. Yeah, you just ended up with some incredible shots. And to wrap this up and to summarize, it was a fantastic morning. I ended up with some really cool shots of the Boley Bridge and the moon, really nice cinematograph, and then some epic shots of hot air balloons going over the city on a beautiful sunrise. That, my friends, is just one successful photo mission. The only thing we could have done better in this entire video is probably, you know, vlog a bit more. I'm at this point where if I'm vlogging in front of like new people, I don't want that to be taken away from like their moment and getting in my head too much and caring too much about what people think. If you were asking me if I wanted to purchase this lens for my own needs and shooting landscapes photography, I would probably say no. This lens is far too heavy, and you can get like similar results with much lighter lenses. But man, I don't know about you, I don't know what focal length you like shooting at, but I'm a sucker for really tight focal lengths. And then just shooting with this, even 600mm, and just the shots you're able to get, and they're not particularly like fantastic, amazing shots, but it's more fascinating than anything else. Now I do have this lens for a couple more days, so we might be shooting some extra content with this, and just, you know, testing it out. So there's a couple of spots I want to take it to, which I think we can get some cool shots for, but we're going to save that for another video. I think for all the compositions that I was trying out, I walked away with some pretty interesting stuff, and I'm kind of really happy that I didn't put this lens down at any point. I just kind of persevered with this one thing. Even though it was restricting and I couldn't get far enough away or change my composition far too much, I had a lot of fun and experimented and ended up just making it work. I think one of my favourite shots was the cinematograph that I got, just this really serene, nice shot. I'm really into cinematograph, really chilled out cinematograph right now for reels and stuff. That's kind of what my jam is. So I think we're just going to wrap this video up here. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this photo vlog. Sorry if it wasn't put together the best. But you know, this is a learning lesson for the next video. So I don't think there's any takeaways from this one video. If anything, maybe just experiment, try new things, play around with composition, and then just persevere when you're doing it. Don't back out like I almost did. If you want to do me a giant favor, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, doing all those YouTube things. It really does help the channel out. But until next time, guys, peace.